Welcome back, welcome back. Salute to the wolves. Shout out to the ninjas. Something very interesting just happened. And I would like to talk. So, without any further ado. So, I decided to go on a little walk. Alright? It's nice out. It's dark as fuck. And, just taking a walk, doing some thinking. And I start walking down the strip. And then all the town next to me. It's a beautiful day out. And I'm thinking about how lucky I am. And I'm basically conversing with my father in my head, thinking 2 years ago I was homeless. Like I was defeated spiritually, life was just not, what we think it always might be. And because of my own mistakes, and not understanding to do the things that I do now, stop people from destroying me. Don't play Jesus. Don't just let people destroy you. So I was a little happy about that, I'm on the longest run I've ever had. Usually they get me up out of there within the first year. 6 months, year and a half. And I was thinking about, my yearning for more. And I seen this fucking homeless guy out there, and he reminded me of when I was in the shelter. And the way these men used to fight to be homeless baffled my mind. Like niggas was ready to fight each other over the beds, and she's like, nah, that's my bed. When it's a shelter, the rules are you come, whoever gets in there, gets in there. You don't get in there by a certain time, the beds is filled up, dog. I watched grown men turn an area of a bedroom into their living quarters, leaving their shit there and claiming it, right? Not realizing they're defeating themselves. By you claiming that fucking bed means you're not trying to get anywhere else. You're not doing anything. You're fighting for it to stay there. And that shit killed me because I just came out of surgery. I'm fucking skinny as fuck, a mad weak and shit. I gotta walk all the way from there, all the way up here every day to go to work. And then I gotta walk around and sweep the floor and then walk all the way back. I used to walk like fucking, I don't even know how many miles it was a day. This shit was crazy. And then that taught me why my father never let me have a car. And always made me be that dude that, I go to the store, fuck it, I ain't doing nothing. Always be the dude to just walk, never really give a fuck. Catch a bus, ride a bike, whatever it takes, And that made me thankful for that, because if I would have had at my time when I had to rebuild myself, learn how to walk and shit, there's no way. I understand why people give up. Because you wasn't trained. I unfortunately take the losses of life and I take that as training. And I look at everything as an opportunity to get stronger. That's what all problems are. They're challenges. And that's it. I used to be fucking mad as fuck, bro. I used to be mad at God. And then when I started listening to him and owning up to what I have to do, not what I want to do, what I have to do, so I could be free. So no one can tell me what to do. So no one can use the home or this and that. And if you don't do this, you got the dirt. Nah. See, this is why I came on YouTube to talk to many other men that I know without a shadow of a doubt in my mind. You're stuck in your teenage years. And you're stuck on a mentality of, why should I have to? Because no one else is gonna do it for you. And when you, like, when I seen that homeless guy, and I clicked back to the shelter, my Batman started kicking in, and I said, yo, that's the trap right there. When you're poor, and you grow up in the hood, you don't have ambition towards nothing because you're not seeing nothing. Everyone's getting fucking drunk and high and chilling. About time we're 13, we stopped running around wanting to race people and playing ball, and our exercise goes right out the window. When it's a fucking common fact that you're supposed to be building your body up that whole time till you're like 18. Motherfuckers be giving up at 12 and just, and like, it be fucked up right there. You're destroying yourself, because about time you turn that age, 18, when you're gonna get kicked out, where you gotta go work, well, now you don't have a routine at all of working. You have a routine of chilling, and chilling. You have no work. That's what working out does for you. It gets you ready for work. Get it? I didn't get it, but I did get it. And then I started realizing all the stuff that I know about drugs and what it actually does to your brain and how it shuts down certain parts of your brain, which give you, like, the lack of motivation, the lack of coordination, the lack of fucking thinking. People don't even understand that simple. Out of all the things drugs do to you, most people don't even understand it fucks up your ability to think correctly. Period. Fuck the deaf, fuck the inebriated, throwing up, and I might get sick. Listen, man, you get sick off fucking eating food. That's why I don't drink. That's why I don't do drugs. Because I'm the thinking man. That everything in this world's about thinking. You have to think before you take a shit. You gotta think to get up. You gotta think to move around. If you are already cut off from that as a kid, and your body's cut off from naturally getting ready for the real world of nobody cares, and if you don't work, nobody cares, then you're finished. That's when everyone gets stuck in the schemes, the fucking everyday life. That's why I don't look down on motherfuckers, because I understand the trap. I understand what it's like to be like that. I remember being like that. Why should I go work an average job? Why should I have to sweep the floors? Why should I have to mop this? Why should I have to da-da-da-da-da-da? And you know what? You know what broke it in my mind at 17 years old? Like, I don't give a fuck what I gotta do. freedom. Wanting to be free from a narcissistic parent. Wanting to be free from sitting in the fucking hood, looking at the older niggas grow up, following the older niggas, and those older ones before them dead in jail. No one ever fucking made it to the top, and if they did, you got popped or you went to fucking jail regardless. Either way, one way or another, right? Or your bitch does some dumb shit. It's one way or another. So when I seen the older ones before them leading the ones I'm looking up to, and they're doing the exact same thing. They're not even learning, like, if these old niggas did this and this and this, I'm gonna do what they're doing, but I'm not gonna do those things so I don't get caught. When I seen motherfuckers couldn't pick that regular shit up, and then they put these fucking cameras everywhere in the world, I said, is people crazy? Are you fucking crazy? I got niggas, I remember when in the hood for the first time when they put the cameras up, niggas is like, yo, them shits ain't even real. They don't work.
How'd you manage this one? A heavy metal fan likes a classical violin.
Imagine that. Shit is just... Let me get back off that, because I'll be talking about the hood days and the trap forever. Anyway, as I'm walking back, thinking of these things, it reminds me of a video that I made when I changed my name spiritually. Gave myself a new, well, the Lord gave me a new name. It's the way it goes. And that is Heya Amunna. It's a Hebrew name, meaning living, Heya Amunna, faith. Because faith without works is dead. That's what James the Just said. Meaning, the Lord doesn't give a shit you have faith. If you don't do the things he said, you're not going to get nothing for it. And that's reality. That's why he says you reap what you sow. The easiest metaphor for that is, I go plant the seed to get food, right? I go plant the apple tree. You say, fuck that. No, I do whatever I want. I get an apple tree, you get nothing. You reap what you sow. I sowed the apple seed into the ground and it grew me food. You said I don't want to do all that, so now you gotta fucking be hungry, get it? That's as easy, that's how, you don't even need the Bible. You don't need any religious fucking thing to tell you in this world. If you don't put work in, you're not getting shit. And you can only scheme for so long. Why? Because time is real. Get it? Time's real. So as you get older and you scheme and you do things, well, when you want to do the real thing, like get a fucking home and a house, and you can't. You have to prove where you get the money. Most people don't even, that's from the fucking oldest people, nigga, this is why we have birth certificates, this is why you have to have a month's rent and prove this, and you have to have a fucking this and that, just to get an apartment. Why do you think they make it like that? So people that don't fucking work can't get what we deserve, a home, nigga. You gotta have fucking $1 billion, and if you don't know how to fucking use the shit the right way, well, you just got money and now you gotta be illegal, nigga. And at any moment, any time, you piss a fucking female off, you piss some regular guy off, bye. Bye-bye. People don't get that shit, which is dumb because that's the bad guys' rules and shit. We do this shit to get retirement money, but in the midst of doing it as we're young, we go get a fucking job so I can prove where I'm getting some of this money. That was the hustler's code. You hustled to get into the real shit, and then you left the hustling alone, and then you stay in your business. But you gotta work first and keep your bullshit job. And then, you know, you got all these people around you. Someone's gonna have an idea. Someone's gonna have a talent. Someone's something. And you got the money, fucking dum-dum. That person brings you over to being legit. But people can't leave the shit alone because they're like, well, that legit money is not as... Listen, bro, once you're older, having somewhere good to stay, having good food, and not having to do this every 10 seconds, looking over your fucking shoulder, worrying about if I piss somebody off, they could just bring. Get it? Now understand, the world's not fair. It's not. So I got homeless out there. So as I walk through the park and ponder my name and say, that was a good one. Because that's your ultimate lesson. That's the only lesson I can ever teach anybody without any type of... No one can prove me wrong. Get it? So as I start walking home, I walk through the park. And I see this woman sitting on the bench eating like her lunch or something, I guess. Then I see another woman sitting chilling with her kids. And I'm like, oh boy. Said, at least they're out enjoying themselves. You know? When you're alone, it's not the end of the fucking world. If you don't end up with anybody, it's not the end of the world. It's just a new side of life you live now. But, you know, most people don't know about that side of life. The lone wolf. Even though there's books and fucking tribes and entire fucking whatever to show motherfuckers like this, and you won't be the first and you won't be the last. See, that's why I took my faith up with God and chose to do what I do. Because of all the, you know, problems that everybody else had. You try to get with somebody, it don't work. Try to get somebody else, don't work. You know? So instead of just giving up and hating women and saying, oh, women ain't shit. Nah, you just ain't meet the one that you can get along with. That's it. And you may never. What are you gonna do now? You gonna sit around and be mad at life? Or is there another thing you could be doing in life that make you feel good? Make you still have purpose? Because it seems like everybody is only focused on like 2 to 3 things, and that's the whole reality of life. That's the only purpose there is. Rich, a wife, and everybody fucking somehow looks at you like you're God or something. You're the man. But there's countless of numbers of men that no one even knows. And women, no one will ever even know they existed. Get it? But we live off of the work they put in. They went to work every fucking day. Get it? They came up with inventions. They helped the old lady across the street. They saved your grandmother from breaking her fucking hip. You get it? That's why I started GMB. To give people something to live for besides, I'm gonna watch TV and I'm gonna be mad I'm single and I'm gonna fucking just do nothing with myself. I'm just gonna dwindle away in the house. Because there's no other things you can do in life to be happy. If you don't get these things, then it's all over. You have to be unhappy. I don't believe that. Because I live it. But it took a long time to understand and be appreciative of being alive. Most people are not even appreciative of their life. They truly believe they're gonna be alive forever. But they know they're gonna die. That's the weird thing, because we all watch people die. But you know how I know people are not thinking about life and death at all? Because of the things we do. When you take chances with your life every other day, you really don't believe, you're thinking, like what everybody else says with any risk in the world, right before you do it. I won't get caught. It won't happen to me. She's not gonna do me dirty like that. Get it? So, I decided to start walking home, and I'm thinking to myself, I should make a video, go walk in the park, and just show, people working out, other people, this guy was in the park, this Chinese guy. He's sitting there, he brings out the fucking punching bag, and he's sitting there, doing his thing. And I'm like, oh, that's what's up. He going hard, buddy. I respect that. He said, I'm bringing a gym wherever. Fuck all that going to the gym shit, though. There's a park. I'm going to bring my bag over there and get busy. But as I'm walking up, I noticed there's a kid sitting there watching. It's his kid. It's his son. And he's sitting there looking at him like, look. And he's like showing him how to get busy. And I'm like, yo, that's what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. You think he's you think he's trying to teach his son to be a tough guy? Or is that Chinese guy realizing the world that he lives in and says, yeah, my kid's probably gonna get picked on, and I'm gonna have him ready, because it's not fair out here. Maybe because he knows from experience, because the stereotype of most Chinese guys, they just go to school, they dance smart, or they work in a fucking Chinese restaurant. You know what I mean? Stereotypes are for everybody. And that's why people always look at people one or two ways, when there's many variations of that. Just like there's many variations of living life. But we're all chasing that super dream. Anyway, so as I'm walking home, I see this lady that I seen a year ago when I came up here and was used to be on the mayor's route. She spots me out of nowhere. Yo, long time no see, come here, give me a hug, I love you. And I'm like, what the fuck? Love's all around for you to